Hi guys, it's Charlie here. I'm going to be doing some drywall. When I started drywalling, I had to watch several hours and hours of drywall repairs just to kind of get the gist of it. I think when I was taught by my dad earlier, as a young kid, he just said slop it on there and come back and spend hours and hours of sanding. And quite honestly, I hate sanding. So um, if you do it right, you don't really need to sand. And one of the key things is to keep it thin and keep everything flat. So what I have here is I have some all-purpose drywall mud. I have my mud trowel, and I got a weapon of choice is a 6-inch. And also I have a bucket of water here. And of course you need the drywall, right? And so I'm gonna go ahead and start by getting some mud out of my bucket here and see if you can see that. And I'll show you how I do it. Take some mud up there, put it on in your mud pit. And need to thin it down, so I like to put some water in it. Get it good and wet there and just kind of mix it up real good. Get that water worked real good, and you want to just thin it out really good. Now if you're doing a lot of taping and drywall, you can probably just mix the whole 5-gallon bucket up, but I kind of do a little bit at a time. Maybe after work I'll do a couple sheets or so because I'm continuously adding on. So that's pretty good right there, pretty wet. And so I'll go ahead and set that down and get it ready here. And this is going to be where my what I'm going to be doing. My drywall. And so I have a piece that I pre-measured kind of roughly, and then what I did to it is I stuck it in the water to kind of get it wet there. Alright, I'm going to leave it in the water. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and put the mud on the seam right here. Put it on real liberally there. Spread it out. I don't really care how it looks too much, because I just want to make sure I got an even amount of drywall and there's no holes to backfill. There we go. That looks pretty good there. And then I'm going to take my piece of drywall that's been soaking in the water, and then I'm going to take my fingers like that and kind of run the drywall down like that. Keep it dry. Run it down the tape. Alright, and now I'm going to go over here and stick it on where she goes. Right there. Okay, so then I'm going to work the tape from one side to the other. Kind of want to set it there. Just kind of work it this way a little bit. Okay, that's about as much mud I got off of there. Alright, so now I got it semi-flat there. Now the thing is, you just want to make it smooth and make sure there's no air bubbles. And when I'm using the trowel, I'm kind of twisting it, putting more pressure towards the bottom or the opposite end, right? So when I go across the top, I'm going to twist it this way. When I go across the bottom, I'm going to kind of twist it that way a little bit. There you go. That's pretty good right there. Make sure my tape is tucked in there real good. The reason why I'm putting that twist on it is because I want it real thin here and a little bit thicker there. So I'm kind of pushing it back towards the tape. And there's like this area here you can kind of see where the tape doesn't, still has some squeeze out there. I'm just gonna kind of work that in there. And that's about it. You see how it's really nice and flat? I don't really have a whole lot of mud on it. And the thing what I've learned is you don't want to come back and do a whole lot of touching up right now. You just kind of want to get it, make sure there's no void behind the mud, behind the tape, because it is paper tape. I used to use fiberglass tape, but once I learned how to use this paper tape, I like it a lot better. So I'll let that dry overnight, and then I'll come back tomorrow and I'll put a second coat on it and just kind of feather it in some more. And that's pretty much the basics. If you have any questions, we'll put some more videos up. But go ahead and like the video if you would, and so I can get some YouTube plays. Thank you for watching.